Not a whole lot though. James, Melissa and them said they were going to Black Hawk tonight.
Who was?
Melissa and Mark were in Black Hawk.
Okay.
So yeah, like good for them. So I told them, okay, so let me pop
And the
on.
Berlins are live. Hello.
Is that us? That's not us yet. So good. Let me put
Daddy, mommy.
The Scott Squad. How you guys doing tonight?
Hello, Kayla. Oh my gosh, girl, what's up? We're trying to be really kind of quiet because the baby just fell out. Just fell out. So let us know if you guys can hear us.
It's just the most opportune
my
time is when the little monster goes to sleep.
Oh my God, we were so waiting. So I'm trying to bring us up right now so I can read comments on my phone, you guys. Now, so I can read comments. There I am.
So we thought we should
How's
do
it
a live.
going, girl? I need to catch up on your videos. I need to catch up with everybody. It's been kind of crazy.
It's been crazy.
Yeah, it's been crazy. And with Halloween and everything, oh my gosh, Halloween is, that was a nightmare. And then after Junior got punched in the face, that was crazy. So I wanted to touch base on that too. Oh, girl, shh. I just put mine to sleep too. I don't know how you do. So Scott Squad, Kayla and her old man, they have, girl, you got a set of twins that are they 1.5, 2? They're adorable, but yeah, oh girl.
I can't imagine having
hats off to you.
2 Mias, but not even twins.
I can't either.
So I remember when me and Beck decided to have one more. I sat there and I said, what would we do if we had twins? Oof.
I saw a lady in Walmart the other day, and of course, Mia's actually being good. I was like, oh my God, thank God. And she's walking beside, passing us, and she has triplets. And they are like maybe 3 years old, going on 3 years old. Oh my gosh. So, and they were a handful. Lurson's life. Hey, girl. Hi,
18
dear.
months.
18 months. Let me show y'all.
Real quick.
Yes.
Yes.
I can't see. Hit the thumbs up. Yay. Yeah, triplets. Oh my God. You got to be thankful for just twins, right? And Lurson's life, how's it going, girl?
What's up, girl?
She's got.
Thanks for stopping by.
She's got the 2 kids that are so into the PJ Masks.
Oh my God.
Mike's not here to watch YouTube, so it's usually me through the day, girls, doing my mommy chores.
I'm still trying
like
to.
Y'all.
I'm still trying to learn who everybody is.
Yes. So I be filling him in though, you guys.
I try to catch up if I get a free minute at work or through my lunch. But like I said, I work at a mine. Reception's bad, but there's a lot of days I can. I try to go through and like the comments and try to answer as many as I can.
Yes.
But know that I read every one of them.
Lurson's life said, I want twins. Oh, you guys would have beautiful twins. Oh my gosh.
Why would anybody want twins? It's one thing if you have them and then it's awesome, but to sit there and think, Mom, I want twins. Oh, I don't know if I could mumble those words.
Kayla, you got good husband though. I see you guys tag team. You guys make it work as far as
until you have them.
They work as a
bet.
unit. You know what I mean? They do. Y'all work as a unit because you see one dressed in one dressed in the other. You know what I mean? So y'all, and that's why it works as a unit.
I just try to picture 2 Mias running around here. Ooh. Oh my.
I know. I can't imagine.
Because she has been the roughest. All the other kids are really easy.
Pretty mellow.
And I spoke about my 19-year-old Danielle before. She was the best baby toddler ever. I'm not lying.
Easy.
I can never remember one time she was bad. She didn't throw fit. She just, man, she was the most awesomest kid.
Yes.
I couldn't make her act wild.
Scott Squad said, I love him, but it's very hard. Girl, I cannot imagine. And then I know, just, thank God we have good husbands.
Kaylee?
Good husbands. Kaylee, girl, hello.
Who's this?
We're trying to be quiet, you guys, because the baby just crashed out. So,
do we swing?
Do you two swing?
No.
Um, swing dance. No.
We plan on swing set.
Lurson's Life said, my two kiddos are great. It was super easy for me. I feel they're just extra active now. Those kids they are very active. So I love me a good swing set. Who doesn't like a good swing set? What adult doesn't like to swing? You know, our baby
On a swing
won't
set.
swing. Yeah.
I can go super high.
I can go super high. World, I don't know, you guys, but I don't know. It's because we're on late. So, hey, Kayla, Scott Squad, you guys have to tell us, like, how do we do the whole making people mods and stuff when people make comments? And you know what I mean? So, you'll have to, maybe I can DM you and see how I can do all that. So, also, your wife is hot as fuck. Well, thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. My husband hot as fuck too, you guys. So um, Ben worked today, so I was home alone with them all day. I didn't get anything done that I needed to do for me, Scott Squad said. I believe it, girl. Because all day long I know you were chasing them around and so, but you know, it looks like the twins get along pretty good. I mean, your twins, I figure twins either have a love or a hate or a love-hate relationship. So
On your phone, click the name. Oh, she's trying to explain something to you.
okay. I was talking to the one in the white shirt. What's your IG? Yes, DM me an IG. Okay, Kayla, I will. Our Instagram is doing time with the darlings, and that's all. That's all I do. Mike has a Facebook, which is private except to his friends. We just do the YouTube, which we're both totally open and public with. We did make um, an IG account doing time with the darlings because of we're trying to get Mike out there, you guys, trying to get him. He's done another speech recently, so we're trying to book him some man. What else? What? Who can he talk to? Who can help? And um, let's see. So Lurson's Life said on your phone, click the name you want, and it should show it add mods. Okay. I don't assume genders. Tap the icon, yeah, and mod them. Okay. Want to hook up with my. I think we already follow each other. Yes, Kay, we do follow each other. So I know Lurson's Life, Scott Squad. Any of you girls want to be my? Actually, you know who was supposed to? My daughter is working. Our 19-year-old beautiful daughter.
Very proud of her.
Very proud of her. She's working. Hold on, you guys. Let me see if I can do this.
Good looking out, Scott Squad. But we understand what it is, and we just
It's okay.
we just shuffle through. It doesn't bother me.
Thank God we both, you know what I mean? We're gonna have lovers and haters, and you guys,
I don't sweat the small shit.
What it is,
I've been around too many different people from all around the world, and it just rolls off.
Exactly. I guess we can ignore it a lot easier than some people will let it get in their feelings. Tough. You know what I mean? So, but I do want to make our daughter, our 19-year-old, our moderator because she's, she'll get you. Watch out. She'll get you.
She's tough.
She is. She'll get you.
But she's doing good. Understand when she was living in Kansas, the small town she was in, there wasn't a lot of jobs out there. And her mom was really sick. And so she spent quite a few years taking care of her mom. So she never really had a chance to really get out and work. So when she started looking for a job out here, she just...
Is that maybe better?
She,
Is that less glare?
No experience. But, for 19, was really looking for a lot. And so all she'd ever done out there, a lot of pig farms. And she used to do the combines when it was in the season. So she came out here, she got a job. Hella proud of her. She's doing really good.
Okay, so I put him in timeout. I guess I'll just have to keep blocking, which is no big deal. You're right, Scott Swan. They do what they do. And I feel like if people are trying to fuck with your shit, you're doing something right. You know what I mean? If people want to talk shit and I don't know, just be disrespectful and rude and
It's no different than
gross. That was just
when I was in the
gross.
joint. If you're in a
I
lockdown
can't imagine.
or you're in the hole, we used to call them cell soldiers, window warriors, because they would sit at the cell doors and man, they would talk a lot of shit to
Talking
you.
shit,
But
being rude.
but they know that they're safe behind that door. And so I just took it for what it was. And that's what I take. Some of the stuff that comes up here, you just got to take the good with the bad and the bad with the good.
That's right. And usually, you guys, I mean, always, obviously, even in this live right now, all the positive outweighs the negative a million times over. So, you guys, this is awful. Yeah, this is awful. We need some moderators. So,
It doesn't bother me.
no, it's fine. I don't care. Scott Swat said, congrats on the job. Where does she work if you want to share?
She works at a bar.
Yeah. Like a bar and grill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
more
it's
like a bar
ironic
and
because
grill.
my mom, way back in the day, bartended there. And she works in the kitchen, hitting the dishes. And I told her, I said, I don't ever care what you do. I told her once, I said, I don't care if you work at 7-Eleven. Obviously, I want more for her, but I said, man, I don't care what you do. Just get into the workforce and you'll figure it out. I said, you'll probably go through 20 jobs before you find out what you want to do. So she's doing good. She's getting her first check Wednesday.
So proud of her.
And she
you
is
guys.
stoked.
She emailed me. This girl emailed me. She worked like 59 hours, made like $600. I was like, good for you. Like, good for you, girl. I am so proud of you, daughter. I'm so proud of you. So I just made Scott Squad mod. So that's right. Thank you, Scott Squad. Thank you, Kayla. Kaylee just said, just think of it as it's another view on your live. Haha. Don't sweat the haters, guys. There's a lot of people who love you both. Just be positive.
And that's what I do.
Hit the biscuit.
Because even like in
y'all
my,
hit the biscuit. Kayla, hit Ben. Hit the biscuit.
the speech that I just gave at MSU, we threw a little comment about that, or not a comment, a little section about it. Just basically talking about how people are afraid to speak the truth to somebody. And what I was talking about was jobs, because they'd asked if I'd had any problems getting work. And I told them no. One, because of my line of work, but two, I'm just always honest about it. But I'm also that guy that if I went somewhere and they said, you know what, I don't want you working here, I could have someone say, man, just because I think you're a piece of shit for what you did. I'm the type of guy I'm going to be like, I'm okay with that. I respect that. But obviously in this day and age, people are afraid to speak that honestly, afraid of a lawsuit or whatever. But why? There's a lot of people I don't like, really, for no reason. I just don't like them. So the haters, I don't know. It just rolls off me.
Exactly. Seeing the subscribers go up made me so happy for you guys. Close to 100, y'all. You got this. Thank you. I know we're like nuts, you guys. We beat Mike's checking. I'm checking. You know what I mean? So thank you.
And then we always joke when we see we lose one or two. But it's what it is.
That's what we figure. You're going to gain some. You're going to lose some. And that's what it is. Like,
I'm going to be happy either way.
PV2 King said, hello. Wish I could grow facial hair. Maybe I wouldn't look so young. You know, our son's trying to grow a full beard. Our son called Mike on Halloween night at the party, you guys.
That's right.
And he had asked a girl out not knowing she was 16. He is 19. So, I mean, that's, you know.
He asked me what I thought. And just with this day and age, do I think 3 years is a big deal? No, because I remember when I was in high school, my high school sweetie, I was 2 years older than she was. But back then it was different. But I told him, I said, what you need to do, and this is just me what I think. I said, what I would do,
Oh,
I would go to the parents and I said, I would ask the dad permission to take his daughter out. I said, they're either going to say yay or nay. But do I think 16 and 19 is a big deal? I don't.
I don't either, but I just,
But in this day and age,
girls
they
are
are.
evil. I mean, girls are
But
straight
understand,
evil,
with my mom and dad, there was 25 years between my mom and dad. Because
which is a lot.
I used to
It's
tell
a
my
lot.
dad, now understand it's my stepdad, but it's who I know as my dad. And I used to tell him, man, I said, do you ever think about, just for a minute, when you were 25 years old, your wife was born? I said, it's crazy to me. But understand, my mom was 40 and he was 65 when they met. Or no, 39 and 64. So
That's a big difference.
it is.
Lurson's Life said, oh my God, do you guys have lots of candies from the kids? We should do a video where we eat all the candy, the kids' candy. Girl,
That's the last thing we need.
That's what I was going to say. I can't do that. I am so that mom that, have you guys seen that quote that says, I just helped my son spend an hour and a half looking for the candy that I ate last night. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that sucks. PV King said, when my daughter was 17, he had a full, when my dad was 17, he had a full-on beard when he was my age, and so did my brother. Then there's me who can't even really grow a small mustache. LOL.
Man, I grew this when I was 16. I wasn't as long. I probably could have grew it that long. I've never had no problem growing a goatee or a beard. But up here, I think that's where it all went.
Yeah, baby.
Yes, I agree.
Scott Squad said 19 and 16 seems worse than 20 and 23. Great advice, Mike. I would respect a 19-year-old so much if he did that. And
I did. And I said, if the dad has any type of issue, respect it.
Yes.
So.
And the juice said, I just subbed up, never give out personal info like job names, etc. These sons of bitches will get you fired. The trolls went into you.
Exactly.
You're
now
right.
With me, everybody knows where I work. I mean, it's in my videos. I talk at the schools, but it's okay. That's me.
Mike and I kind of, you guys, it's such a moral thing as far as Mike and I do everything right. Do you know what I mean? So
I believe
if something were to, I don't know, there's just, I feel like there's nothing anybody could use against us because we do everything right. And damn the luck if, I don't know. Mike and I, we live right.
And I've already been charged, convicted, and sentenced for all the bad things I've done. Right. So I have a clear slate.
That's right. That's right.
And
that's funny.
My work knows about our channel, and because I'm not out there promoting where I work, never. Anytime I speak about them in my speeches, hey.
Oh my God, phone's at 1%, but hey,
there's daughter. My baby girl.
There's our baby girl, all kinds of trolls in here. So you need we had to make our Kayla.
Could have used you to clean house tonight, girl.
Yeah. People
we got some winners in here tonight.
Dirty and mad, just inappropriate. Daughter,
I know most of you don't know my daughter, but understand, if ever I needed someone to have my back, that's who I'm going to get. Some people think I'm joking, but my daughter will whoop the ass better than some of my partners.
Yeah,
because she's built like that.
She can get down like that, and
she will.
Not scared, not afraid.
But that's all right, baby. If your phone's dying, you enjoy your night, girl.
I think she's probably working. So we told everybody how proud you were.
Yes.
We were of you, daughter. We're so proud of you. So proud of you.
And I saw the picture of your check.
You know I had to
just remember, I love Copenhagen. I love breakfast and fine dinners. So just in case you want to know, I mean, you got to do something with that money.
We're just helping you spend it, daughter. That's okay. Mom loves.
So proud of you, baby.
Her coffee and her cigarettes. So, all right, how funny. Lurson's Life said there's 15 years apart between her and hubby. Really? I thought you guys both look really young. So he must be older, girl, because you guys both look really young though. So
Payback.
good
You're
for
right.
y'all.
Scott Squad payback. I like what he said. I never seen her, but I believe it.
Yes.
Believe it.
Yes. Danielle is Mike with hair. And daughter, you
And
straight up
sometime
know it's true without
some
facial hair. Okay,
she's always
but
sending me these jokes on Facebook. She sent me this picture once, and it was John Cena dressed up as a woman, and it had a caption of, and he had like this funky look on his face, and it was captioned, "When people say you look like your dad." That's what was the caption of the picture.
that's so funny.
Because she does. She's a mini me.
Beautiful, big old beautiful brown
Except beautiful.
eyes. And yeah, beautiful, beautiful.
And she got beautiful hair. She doesn't have this.
She does have beautiful hair. She got beautiful blue hair, blue hair. Kayla Scott Squad said, I tell my 14-year-old my wish list too, and she can't even work yet. Yeah. Yeah. I like coffee. I like cigarettes.
You know, and I know
you're going to pay mom back. No.
Nowadays, a job for kids, I mean, there's really not a lot out there. You know, I got my first job, my first real job when I was 12 years old. And figure this is 1982. I know. And I was making like $350 a week, which was big money back then. And it wasn't until I got older, I was working for this guy named Harry Hallman. And it was Hallman Appliances. And what it was, all the new apartments that were going up, he did all the stackable washer and dryers, moving them into the apartments, hooking them up. Well, this guy, I was a big boy, 12 years old. He had this contraption set up to where what I would do, I could carry one washer or one dryer at a time, and I carried each one to the apartments. Now, understand, these are new apartments that are going up. Didn't have elevators yet. And I would do that all day. I'd go to the truck, he'd put one on my back, and I'd move them, each one to the apartments. Now I'm happy. I'm 12 years old. I'm working with the big boys. I get to wear construction boots, a vest. I'm thinking, this is kick ass. But I look back at it now and I'm like, you motherfucker. That boy, that man worked me to death.
You dirty dog.
He did. He's dead now, so I won't say too much, but damn you, Harry.
Right.
He worked this boy to death.
PV2 King said, I recently got my first job and love it so far. I enjoy being able to go get food when I want. Right?
Yes.
Why would you not
just
want
to go get anything you want?
Whatever you want. I don't care if it's something considered inappropriate. Is it yours? Are you working for?
Or if you spend it on crap. I know in 82.
I thought you said crack.
No, crap. I said crap. I spent most of my stuff on my BMX bike. Junk. Stickers. Just junk. But it was cool because I could. Can you hit the like button?
Yes, hit our like button. Y'all go in and hit the like button, please. Thank you, Kayla. Rock girl. So you guys, I have to tell you, I wanted to tell you what came of Junior getting punched in the face.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys know, I brought the cops down there, everything. What ended up being was the principal, didn't write the safety plan for a week and a half, 2 weeks. I had to call him. Mike went down there the day before, the day that I called him about it. I didn't get a call back, but Mike had went down there and he, looked at Mike and had no idea who Mike was.
Didn't even remember.
How's it going? Mike's like, paperless. And he's like, he didn't.
Because I'm making a joke because I'm waiting for a paper.
He didn't even question well, excuse me?
But the lady at the desk, I was telling
that
Beck,
I had just talked to.
She was sitting there. She had a pepper in her mouth and she was just looking at me than him because she caught what I said. But he's so stupid he didn't even catch it.
But you guys, they made it's like a written plan where it was just basically a written plan saying lunchtime recess, they have to be on opposite sides for different times of
Kayla's leaving.
Okay, bye, Kaylee.
You have a good night, girl. Thank you for stopping by.
Yes, thank you, girl. Yes, she hit her like button on the way out. Thank you.
Thank you, dear.
Lurson's Life said nice. Oh, her first job was at Petco, and I was allergic to something. Was always stuffy at work. How funny, because my first job, girl, was at PetSmart. How funny. PV2 King said, I just actually got my first paycheck last week, and then I bought was an iTunes card just because I would always have to ask my parents to get me one. Good for you.
That's cool.
Good for you. Oh, daughter's back. Daughter's back. Yeah, good night, Kaylee, girl. PV2 King said, I love going to Petco to visit the animals. During the summer, I would go to help out when they had dogs for adoption just by taking care of them, feeding, bathing, walking, a lot of fun. I'm an animal lover too. You guys, we want a dog so badly, and can't have one. Our landlord I've asked him, and
Now understand,
it's just a no, you guys.
He's a good old man. I'm not trying to badmouth.
It's just a no.
He's 83 years old.
It's okay.
Umpteen years ago, he let somebody have it, and it was a bad deal. And sometimes I sat there and got offended by that reasoning, because I'm not them. But if you met the old man, you would see it's just him. He's not trying to be mean, rude, a dick. He's just, understand, this was his family home. This is where he was born and raised. Yes. And there's a lot of sentimental to this place, because we really want to buy this place. And God forbid, I don't want it to happen, but really until when he passes, his son would sell it to us, I believe. We've spoke about it before, but I don't want that to happen. But he's not trying to be a tyrant. He's an old man. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Because he's very kind. He's a sweet old man.
We just want a dog.
Exactly.
It does. It's hard. And we're happy here. We love our home. We're happy here. So it sucks because we're happy here. Do you ever come across any TV bloopers recently? You want to find some? We like watching, what do we watch? Ridiculousness.
I like watching that. Those aren't TV bloopers.
Yeah, those are kind of funny. I always liked that Drunk History.
Drunk History is great.
I thought Drunk History was
Love
really
that
funny,
show.
Guys. Yeah, Drunk History.
That is some silly ass shit.
PV2 King said, dogs are my favorite. I wanted to be a MP dog handler, but the odds of getting that job were just extremely low for someone my age. Kayla said, I love animals too. We can't train a dog for nothing. Tried twice. Trainers are hella expensive, so we're just waiting till we can actually afford a pet.
Let me tell you what y'all should get.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, now understand, these are the baddest dogs ever. She's going to get whatever little dog she wants. I want a Dogo Argentino. If none of you know what that is, Google it. It's a breed of, it's either 15 or 16 dogs, and obviously they're from Argentina. They cost between $1,500 and $2,000. Money well spent. And I'm telling you, the guys out here, when you see this dog, oh my God, this is a man dog.
It is a man dog.
People always mistake it and think it's got Rottweiler in it because of the face, but there's no rot in it.
Or even like Pit, you could think.
But you bring him into your home, it's all natural instincts with these dogs, and they get huge. And if you Google any pictures of them, I shit you not, they look like they're yoked out, steroided up, because they're just massive. But there's a video out there of a family swimming in this little pond, and the parents are at one side and they're videotaping it. There's a mountain lion coming down the side of a mountain towards their kids. This fucking Dogo comes out of nowhere. Now, animals can sense things. This lion hit the brakes and was shooting back up the mountain, and this Dogo chased it, caught it halfway up, grabbed it by the neck, rolled all the way down the bottom of the mountain, killed it, got up, went and sat next to the kids. Their protective instinct over kids, but just family alone, is incredible.
Without training.
Without
like
no training. Yeah. Now you can do the training of, it'll sit and won't attack until you give it a command. But they are the most beautiful, most protective dog you could ever have. That's what this guy wants.
There's I say going to put the kids to bed, but letting you run. Awesome, girl. Thank
Good night,
you.
girl. Thank you for stopping by. You
No,
have a
she's
good
gonna
night.
like let it run while she's
Oh,
putting kids to
okay.
bed,
Never
so
mind.
she might be back. Awesome,
Okay.
girl. Scott Squad said, "Drunk history makes me cry. It's so funny." I
It
know.
is. It's
I
just stupid, stupid funny.
What is it? The Scott Squad said, "Adobo Argentina." What is it?
Dogo.
Dogo.
Dogo
Argentino.
Argentino. Dogo Argentino.
Argentina.
Man, I'm
Bad.
telling you, it
It's
is.
like Mike, only a dog.
It is awesome.
Seriously, you guys.
I think they're beautiful. She thinks they're ugly. I think they're beautiful. And most are usually white.
And he wants a white one.
Just, man, you'll see the photos.
All the veins.
You know, like
out of their
at the muscle
shoulders.
competitions when they're sitting there like this, man, that's what they look like when they're just sitting there. They're just, man, their cheeks have muscles. They are awesome.
He wants one so bad. So I told him one day, like when we buy a house, I'm going to surprise him with a puppy, a Dogo Argentino white puppy. So one of these days.
Need a babysitter, but and that's one of my reasons. I mean, I'm still not going to let like say I had one now, I'm not going to just tell Mia, go outside and play. I'm not going to do that. But I'd be more comfortable when she's playing in the backyard knowing Dogo's there, because that's what I'm going to name mine is Dogo.
That's what he's.
If I want to just, I don't know, grab a pop, just, I wouldn't be so, but I'd really love it at home at night or even during the day when I'm at work, because I know it'll die for mom or my kids.
Yes.
It will. That's just what it does.
Kayla, that's so funny. She said, I hope it's not scary ugly.
It's not. Listen, I think she's being kind of a hater, but I think they're beautiful. Wait till you see it.
They're like so ugly. They're cute.
They're not ugly.
They're just really.
They're not ugly. But they're not ugly.
They are.
All right, maybe we don't want to say cute. Maybe we'll say they're handsome.
I was gonna say they're not cute by any means.
They are cute.
But they're.
She's just hating.
Tough.
Okay, are they a butterball? No.
No.
Are they like a lab or something? No.
No.
But man, they're good. They're good looking dude.
But where are they from? They're from
Argentina.
Yeah.
But they are the average price is $15,000 to $2,000, and I will drop that in a heartbeat. It has to be shipped to you.
Yeah.
And it's done all legal, right, and proper.
That's pretty cheap, because you think some breeders and stuff here, you know what I mean, $3,500, $5,500 for a pup. You know what I mean, 8-week-old pup and stuff. So
I would feel comfortable leaving my truck running downtown with my windows down with Dogo in the front seat. Believe that.
Right. Danielle said cute isn't quite the word for it.
No. See, you're just being a hater. You're gonna stick up. You gotta stick up for mom. For mom, that's what you're doing. That's all right. It's all good.
They are not the cutest things at all.
But they are. I think they're beautiful. They're like God's work of art of dogs.
They're not cute at all.
They are.
By any means, shape, or form.
Pit bulls are I like pit bulls. And
I do too.
Pit bulls and Rottweilers get
rap.
And it is
for people, man.
Just like people. What makes a bad dog? Bad people. What makes bad people bad people? I believe there's counties here in Colorado, they're not allowed. I can't understand that. If I buy my house, my property, how the hell can people around me say, well, you can't have that dog? That makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
If you want a mean dog, you can train it. I'm sure you could train a Dogo to be a hell of a mean dog, but why would you do that?
Yeah. I'm sure just like you could turn anything mean. I mean, you abuse it and shitty enough to it.
Look at Cujo. Anybody can be mean. And those are lovable dogs. I'm just saying.
So funny, Cujo. How funny.
He didn't mean it.
He didn't mean it. That's a creepy movie.
I love that
movie, you guys. Connor.
Everybody went on pause.
Huh. We're all on duh moment, huh? Duh. Are you serious? We're enjoying this, you guys. Oh my god.
Enjoying every minute of it.
Oh my gosh. Daughter, the baby is never in bed when she's supposed to be. And time goes back an hour tonight here
That's
in
right.
Colorado. In Denver or in Colorado, time goes back here an hour.
Because
tonight.
we're one of those states that are the dummies.
What is there, 7 states or something, 9 states or something that
I
still
didn't even know
does
there
the
was that
time
many.
change? Like, yeah. I like it. Mike doesn't like it.
Because it
but-
makes no sense to me. It makes absolutely zero sense to me. It's the dumbest thing in the world. Just pick a time and leave it. How in the hell can you play with time? I mean, fuck it. Why don't we just start setting shit back 12 hours? Let's just rewrite the calendar. Fuck it. I just meant it. Oh, it irks me.
I know it's kind of weird, but
It makes no sense.
I think it does make sense because the time change with sundown and sunup. So
just
it does make sense.
It doesn't. I used to go to school in the dark.
Does.
It doesn't.
It does.
It just doesn't.
What does daughter say? Oh my God, honestly. Irrelevant. Irrelevant. No, it is relevant though, daughter, because yay, I get an extra hour to sleep because I get to work in the morning.
But you really don't. Look at all the hours we've lost for the last 49 years. Or me. I haven't gained or lost anything. All it does is jack your schedule up. I mean, I understand back in the day it was done
I know that's
for the
true.
farmers, which you ask any farmer, they'll tell you, I don't give a damn. If I have to get up at 4 o'clock with sun or no sun, it still sucks. I mean, it is what it is. I give a damn the sun's up when I get up. It still sucks.
He's heated. Oh, Scott Squad said, I just Googled it. I've seen those dogs before. They're not cute and cuddly, but I want a mean looking dog. So yes, thanks, Mike. I'm telling
They
you.
are
man,
cute and cuddly.
those things, but to be by yourself with those things, like a mom, you know what I mean? Like say Ben's not home. Mm-hmm.
That dog will go through a door to protect
To
you.
protect you and the
I mean,
kids.
Google some of the videos because they also have some dogs that where they're training to be like attack dogs and protective dogs, and they're just awesome.
Yeah.
Try to find the one with the mountain lion. I was blown away by it. I never really seen a mountain lion run away from a dog.
I think that's a pretty common video.
It's
with
pretty
the
popular.
Dogo. Yeah, with the dogo. I know what I wanted to tell. That video, daughter and I've already talked about that. But
I loved it.
did you guys see Kayla? I don't know if you saw it or not, or anybody else saw it.
You didn't miss nothing.
I know Danielle saw it.
She said her phone died. She had to log back in.
Nothing.
Except me saying they are cute and cuddly.
And
Go
saying that those are the dogs you want to protect you.
It is.
With you and the kids. Say Ben's gone, and you know what I mean, or you know what I mean, while he's working, whatever. Or man, those are the dogs, like Mike said.
And they're so good with kids, it's ridiculous.
Yes.
So, you want to tell it? Go ahead.
You tell it.
My daughter sent me this video. And when I watched it, in fact, Mom was sitting over there with the baby, and I'm like, oof. And I said, I don't know if you're ready for this. Now, me, I got no problem with it. I didn't keep watching it because I thought, how neato. It's a brutal video to watch. It's been taken down now. But I watched it a couple times because I'd have no problem doing this. I would probably do something worse to someone I ever caught them fucking around with my kids. But what it is, it's the cartel over in Mexico caught a child rapist. And they did it right in the middle of the street. This dude was stripped down naked, and they were covering his mouth with his shirt, stuffing it in his mouth. And were they pit bulls or I think they were pit bulls.
I think they were pit bulls, you guys.
And so
this video, like,
I'm gonna try to say it as clean as I can. But they had him spread eagle, and they were eating the shit. And it was on, and by this time they were pit bulls. Okay, thank you, baby. You could see the skin being ripped from here,
his groin, just
all the way back to the knee,
everything gone
as they're tugging it. And of course, this guy is screaming,
bleeding out,
and he should be. But she sent it to me. I don't know. I have no problem with this.
Taken down.
Okay.
Yeah. So tell me, daughter, if you.
Okay,
I've had a bunch of people ask me, "Oh my God, where
is it for the faint of
I
heart?
know people want to see. Yeah,
It's
Scott
not.
Squad. It is.
But I'm just saying, if
I
I could do a lot worse, it's what it is. I think it's a great video. I think they show it everywhere.
Mike was like, "Are you sure?" And ooh, you guys.
She wants you to fuck her up. Even the next day, she was like,
I'm
"Oh,
twisted.
that video."
I was twisted. I still like, at being almost 42 years old, it is within the top 3 brutal things I've seen. Like, I mean, it was sickening. It was, but at the same time, like, knowing what you know what I mean? Like, do I agree with it? You're fuck right, I do.
You should see some of the shit we do to them.
I do. I
inside.
do agree with it.
When they get caught and they're pointed out and they've been found out what they did when they're inside, a lot worse can be done.
Yes.
It brings up a topic. I had a buddy once, and we were just talking about chomos, child rapist.
Yes.
And he said, I don't know why the fuck we just don't kill them all. Why they don't get the death penalty. And hey, I agree with this 110%. But I'll tell you why. The reason they don't put a death penalty on that,
this
really
beyond sense. I know it's
80 to 90% of kids that are molested survive. Yeah, they're going to be fucked up, but they survive. And they're afraid that if they put a death sentence on that,
nothing to lose.
What does a chomo have to lose? They'll just kill them. And so that's
after they're done.
That's why they don't do the
death penalty. For child
now, I don't understand why they don't get stiff sentences. Don't know, never fucking understand it. I just, hey, I done some bad shit in my day. I don't deny that I haven't. But you know what? I would never in my life hurt a child ever, or even put my hands on a woman. And they gave me 4 times the amount of time that they give a fucking chomo. And it's just, it's just, our system is twisted. That's why I go doing the speaking I do, because our system is just so backwards, so soft, and so fucked up.
Backwards.
But that's why they don't put a death sentence on that.
That's what I hear. Lurson's Life said a little baby. Oh no. I think she's talking about the video.
I don't understand the question, Larson.
Yeah, ask again.
A little bit. I didn't catch it. I'm sorry.
Yes, the system is beyond fucked up.
It is.
It's so broken. It's so sad.
And some people that watch my video mistake what I say. See, I don't know if any of you have ever watched it. I'm not sitting there saying give more time to everybody. It's not what I'm saying. We give all the hard time to the wrong people.
Yes.
Me, like I've said, every day I've ever been locked up, every day I deserved every bit of it. I don't deny that. Do I think I got off easy? Compared to other countries, fucking in other countries I'd be doing life. So yes, I did. It's just people keep reoffending, and I'm an example of this. I kept playing the system because I knew how to play it. Now, some guys can get out after someone like me has no problem coming out and getting back into it again, even knowing they're going to get 30, because in their head, they're still thinking, I still have a chance to see daylight. Now, take my crime of armed bank robbery. If that would have been a life sentence, I probably would have thought long and hard before I went down that path. And if I wouldn't have, well, shame on me, damn the luck. I knew what the fuck I was getting into.
You knew the consequence.
Exactly. It's just, we're soft in a lot of ways. Hey, I got a lot of good partners still doing time. I want them to come home. I want them to do well. I'm not wanting everybody to get more time. We just give it to the wrong people. Do I think a 15 or 16-year-old kid, whether he's a gangbanger, whatever he is, wrong place, wrong time, he's with his buddies, a gun goes off, shoot somebody. Do I think he deserves life in prison? I don't. I've been around straight killers.
Even if the victim is like
I
say
just-
a child.
I've been around straight killers, and I've been around the ones that were just at the wrong place, at the wrong time.
accident,
There's just,
freak accident kind of.
I'm not trying to speak for families. I'm not trying to, because this can upset people.
Yeah.
Do I think someone who was selling weed, or even if it was meth, do I think they deserve 30 years? No, I really don't.
Yeah.
And also the way the feds work. Say I'm the big dealer. She was using / selling a little bit on the side. They're going to tell now, does she deserve to get 15 years in prison? No. But if she doesn't rat on me, they're going to give her 15. That's how it works. That's how they entrap people. That's wrong. She's a nobody. I'm the big fish they want. But because they're telling her, hey, tell us you bought this for Mike. And she's either scared or she just doesn't want to tell. Now she's going to get 15 years, and she's the reason I'm giving this story. I know a lot of guys in prison doing 15, and all they were was just a little user.
The little guy.
They were the little guy, but
Yeah.
they don't want to rat on the big fish, so they get all the time.
Yeah.
And then this guy, me, I'm going to get less time than her because no one's giving my name up. They might get me in a conspiracy. That's only 10 years. That's where the system is twisted. Our war on drugs failed. It failed miserably.
Terribly.
And here's what I honestly
It's
believe.
gotten so much worse.
Okay, look, marijuana's legal now. Oh, sorry, what?
That's okay.
I'm sorry, man. I keep going. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm like on a fucking rant, y'all. So, Moreno family, Faith.
Hey,
and
what's up, Faith?
Oscar.
What's up, girl?
Faith and Oscar.
You caught me in the middle of a rant.
Oh my gosh, you guys, Faith and Oscar. I'm so glad you guys made it.
Dig the new tires, dude,
Yeah,
or wheels.
the rims and his wheels, huh? Lurson's life said yes about the video. Okay, girl, the video. Michael, tell real quick again. Yeah, not real quick, but it's gonna be a man getting his man junk eaten by pit bulls because he was like a rapist, a child rapist is what it was.
And the
So,
cartel caught him.
daughter said that the video is still out there somewhere.
You
So
know
you
it's
guys-
somewhere.
Yeah.
And
it's
a lot of times now when you try to bring it up,
brutal,
they've got the story.
but everything's
blurred out and it's a
'cause
still picture.
Brutal,
It is
y'all.
brutal.
You don't want to watch it. I mean, like I said, I pretty much regret it. Moreno family, I'm so glad you guys are here. All I've learned is that it's me before anyone else. My own life is important before anyone, especially now with the son. That's right, girl.
That's right, girl.
Yeah. That's deep talk, though, Mike. I was just nodding my head at everything you said, Scott Squad said. And Oscar said, thanks. I want to see it. Okay, continue on your rant about the...
I was almost done. Where was I?
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. I can go.
I know he can't. About...
Oh, the war on
Yeah.
drugs. It's just, here's what I honestly believe. Okay, look, marijuana is legal.
Here in
And-
Colorado and quite a few states.
Now, for the
anyway.
states that it's not,
And
not-
it's not
even for the-
federally.
even for the states that it's not legal in, look, man, marijuana is legal now. But we still have fucking dudes in there doing 30 years for marijuana. To me, that's wrong.
I
Okay.
agree.
I can't think of one guy who's in prison for bootlegging. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Look, we legalized it. Come on, man. Send a motherfucker home. Okay, man. He was selling weed. I give a damn.
But you'll let that child molester
You'll let that
walk out.
motherfucker go with 2 years, or put him in community corrections, put him in our neighborhood with our kids, and they're free to walk anywhere they want.
Yes.
Man, it's not right.
Yes.
It's not right.
It's not. It's not.
So our system is broken. It needs a lot of work.
The war on drugs is huge. You guys over here is terrible. Like you go down East Colfax, but you guys know in Denver, the war, but the drugs have gotten so out of control with the opioid epidemic is tough over here in Denver.
Tough.
It is tough.
And I'm sure it is everywhere. We can only really speak on Denver because this is where we are. And it's just,
But it's
And they got to stop treating people that are addicted, the users, as criminals.
Because they're not.
They're straight addicts in there getting 10 years. They get no fucking treatment. They get nothing. Yeah, they'll tell you, oh, we have this treatment program. Let me tell you something. They don't have a treatment program. Not with what they need. You can't lock up every user, every junkie you see. Now, the ones that go out and commit that real heinous crime because they were on or trying to support the habit, okay, those cases vary. But the most normal ones they lock up again is the one who gets caught buying from an undercover or gets caught with it on him.
The little person.
The little person.
Nothing.
Okay.
Like,
because I'm going to give you a tour. I'm not going to put his name. I'll tell you his name is Larry. He probably wouldn't give a damn I told you his name. He was from Wyoming. I won't tell you what town because it's a small town. But look, he was just a town drunk. He lived in a trailer that his mom left him. He worked at a restaurant washing dishes. He was a cool dude. Little meth ring came in there. He thought, yeah, let me try that. He did his little fucking bout with meth. He got busted. They gave him 15 years because he wouldn't tell. He had no record except that one DUI. And they fucking gave him 15 years. Now, granted, he got to go to a camp. And he should have. He should have never went nowhere. But at least they put him in a camp. But they gave him 15 years for his first felony in life. And I think Larry at that time was well into his 40s. Because he wouldn't tell.
So clean slate, but
and he
got busted with meth. He
brought me a letter from his attorney one day, and he said, MD, man, he said, explain this to me. And his attorney was begging him to tell. And I can still remember this letter. It had a part in there that said, Larry, you have no idea what federal prison is like. You have no idea what goes on in there. Everybody's telling. Oh,
shame on you, huh?
Okay, look. I'm not going to rat on nobody ever. Just not going to do it. But, I told Larry, and this, I still remember the exact words I told him. I said, I know it's hard to swallow. And I said, this is your first bit. And I said, you're looking at 15. I said, but believe me when I tell you, when you walk out of here, you can walk anywhere with your head up. And he held his mud. He didn't tell. He got 15 years. Just because he wouldn't tell. That's why there's a joke in the feds. It's called give us 3 and we'll set you free. And that's how it works. And now,
give up 3
and one more quick point. Say I'm the big fish. I'm the one who should be getting most time because I done got all these people strung out. I'm the one who's got everybody busted. But now I'm going to go to them and say, well, hey, check it out. You want to know where I get my supply from? Or better yet, I might even have some info on a murder. So now I've just told the feds that I'm going to walk. I might get home arrest or I might get 2 years in some place like Sandstone. The system is broken. It's just broken. Let's get on to better things.
Okay. Ooh, Scott Squad said, ooh, great point. That gave me the chills. This was a few minutes ago. Moreno family said, I think they release people with only a certain amount of marijuana. And yes, I agree. Child Protective Services is whack as fuck.
It is.
Scott Squad said, Mike made a channel just for this kind of stuff. I will support you because 100% for all positive change. You going to have me organizing a march for the OG weed man. Girl, this is what I'm talking about. This is why we want, this is Mike's platform.
Just, how can we keep guys incarcerated for something that is legal now?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Moreno family said, even then, there are drugs that travel through the jail system. So I believe even if you were to put them into real rehab, there'd still be drugs afloat.
Let me tell you something. It's easier to get your hands on dope
Isn't that crazy?
Inside than it is out here. You're going to pay out the ass for it, but make no mistake, the prisons are flooded with dope.
Isn't that crazy?
Flooded.
Yeah. Michael F.A. said, what's it say? Zionist businessmen, the slackers end of TV group pushed opiates on USA people. I'm like really not political, so I
get what he's saying.
I can't.
And you're right. People take that story back.
I'm so
back to Vietnam. Who brought most of the opium over here? I mean, everybody knows the deals that go down, whether it's with drugs, weapons. Our government gives certain shit to other countries. That country does what it does. Then it floats back into our country. I mean, it's a circle, man.
It is.
Crime and war on crime is money. It all generates money. And that's what it's about. Look, you're never going to get the drugs off the street. You're never going to get the gun off the street. Ever. And it's just.
Not completely. No.
It's big money.
It's sad.
And everybody has their hand. Everybody benefits from it.
Yes. Scott Squad said, yes, there are more drugs in jails and they sell it for quadruple the rate. Don't ask me how I know this stuff, LOL.
Well, I know how I know it.
I was going to say, we know how Mike knows it. Like, you have to tell him the story about that. The dude.
Oh, yeah. He was a buddy of mine. This big fucking dummy.
This is crazy.
So he had his girl slip him some balloons in a visit. Well, she didn't slick him down. So when he tried to swallow them, they got stuck on his throat. What do you think happened then? Well, he starts choking. Okay, anytime.
Dope in
look,
the balloon.
And that's red. Anytime someone starts choking, they can tell if you're choking because you're eating something. So they pulled him up, threw her out. They put him in a dry cell. And a dry cell, exactly that. You're in there butt naked. You got 3 cameras on you.
With nothing, right?
You have a little can that you can shit in. There are no drains. There's no sink. There's no shower.
Yes.
And they're waiting for you to pass it. Well, they couldn't get in there fast enough because he'd time it. He'd whoop it out in the can. And what do you think he did? Oh, yes. He would take him and he'd swallow him again. And he kept doing it. I don't know.
They were lubed this time.
I don't know how many times he did it, but they ended up blowing up in the stomach. Then what do you think happened? Oh, yes. It's just.
He ended up overdosing.
And understand, when you get caught, say it's heroin, and there's a guy in Leavenworth. He's still there. He went in, I think, with a 7 or 8 year sentence. He thought he'd make some money slinging heroin. He got 30 years.
Really?
On top of his 7.
Really?
Yeah.
He got busted in there?
He got busted in there
I
slinging
hear a
it.
lot of stories, but there's some stories sometimes I'm like, really? I've never heard that.
I mean, it's a catch-22. A lot of people, and that's another thing. A lot of people go into prison that shouldn't be there, and they get sucked in, whether it's into a gang or whatever. But there was a dude up in Canyon City, and this was years ago when I was in the state. I don't remember his name, but he was a good dude. He'd went in on a 5-year sentence for burglary. They sent him to a camp. He walked away. He got 5 more years. It doubled his sentence. So they sent him behind the walls. He ended up killing a guy. And he ended up doing 28 years. He was a kid when he went in for nothing. But it's a catch-22. You go in, you're just sucked into certain things.
Like you talked about in your last.
Do I think walking away from a camp? He's a product of the system. And that's what he is. Okay, he pulled a burglary. He shouldn't have. He got his time. But he just stair-stepped his way up, and I see it all the time. Guys going with a nickel or dime sentence, and they end up doing 30 to life. That's what happens.
So sad. So sad. Like you said, the people that shouldn't really be there to begin with for that amount of time anyway. Scott Squad said, you should do storytime videos and get your views, girl. These are some good stories, aren't they? Mike has great stories. These titles could be like, ooh, girl, I know you hear some stories. I do. You know what other one I wanted you to tell tonight? Tell the one, Bullet.
Okay. And this is where some of mine, when I use the term, I'm noited. Because I had some buddies where I've worked before. Hey, look, most everybody I know can hunt. They all love their guns, and I'm cool with that. They all pulled them out of the shop one day. I fucking booked. And I come back, and I told him, I said, hey, listen to me. This is how the law is. There's a good dude. We called him Bullet. He did 15 years on a drug charge. He got out. He was from Oregon. And up there, it's logging. That's what he did. That's what he does. He bought an old logging truck, just get back and forth from work, just living life. He wasn't going to reoffend. And so he got pulled over one night Okay, they ran him. His jacket comes up. They see who he is. They want to search the truck, and he's like, search it. There was one shotgun shell behind the seat. Been there since he bought it. Belonged to the man who owned it. He got 15 years for that. 15 years because of a bullet. Hence his nickname. Now, he fought it. And he finally beat his case. He was about 7.5 years in. And he beat his case and he got to go home. But 7.5 years, he had to fight getting out. But the point is, that's what they do. That's why some of I don't really associate with some of these guys anymore. But in the beginning, guys are wanting to come say hi, see how I'm doing. And I used to tell them, look, don't think because you have your weed or your dope in your sock, in your shoe when you come see me. Because if a cop comes up and finds it, I'm done. I said, you can tell him till you're blue in the face. Hey, look, he had no idea it was there. A cop's going to say, I don't give a fuck. You just got me 15 years.
And I don't believe you anyway.
And so that's why I tell people I can get hemmed up for that. And it's just people don't realize, and especially some guys who may be new at it or new into the system, look, having a felony, and as many as mine and with my past, they're looking. Not really so much now because of where I'm at in life. I spoke with my parole officer once, Shelly. When her dad lived in Golden, I used to go over there every weekend. And I was sitting with Shelly one day and I said, he's got more guns than the law allows. And I said, is that really a problem? And she was very honest. She said, no, because it's her dad. He's just an old cowboy. He still carries a little Derringer, a little 2-barrel. It's awesome. He's just an old cowboy. But he's at that home, he had guns in every room. And I told her once, I said, I know where they're at. He only told me and showed me in case something ever happened to him. And that was the only reason. Now, be driving, well, he lives in Hotchkiss now, but to be driving around with him, if we got pulled over, no one's going to do nothing. One, because he got a permit. But now let's say I was riding around with one of my old partners. He may not be a felon, but let's say he's got a gun. Then they're going to try to hem me up. It's just once you're a felon, you have to be 10 times a citizen. That's what I explain to everybody. I have to be 10 times a citizen as everyone else.
He does.
Because of my past. And I'm okay with that. I did this to me. I did this.
But then at the same time, I hate to see him struggle like that sometimes because like he did his time, and I will always, what is it? I'm a branded man. You're a straight
Merle Haggard.
You're a straight Merle Haggard branded man. So,
but I dug this hole.
It's so hard to see some of this. Michael F.A. said USA taxpayers sends Israel $3.5 billion every year to subjugate the indigenous, how do you say that? Indigenous Palestinian people. Yes. See, and I don't know anything about that, so I can't speak on anything I don't know.
It's how the world works.
It is.
It's money, what it is.
Money.
And I made a comment to someone one time. It was a military dude. He didn't argue it, and he didn't really get mad. But I did. I said, we get in all these wars. Some of them I believe in, but some I don't. But understand, if you think about it, we are at war. And what I mean by that is we're going to have servicemen all over the country, either keeping the peace, whatever.
Within ourselves. Isn't that sad all the time?
And why do we do that? Because it's big money. War is money. That's what you got to justify your military. Do we need a military? Goddamn right we do, because we're the biggest and we're the baddest. But I think sometimes we flex sometimes when we really don't have to.
Yeah.
But after 9/11 especially, I'm not really opposed to it because we can't let our guard down like that ever again.
Yeah.
But the point is war is money. That's what countries thrive on. It's what it is.
So true, baby. Oh, Cakes and Mister in the house.
What's up, man?
We got 5 on it. Hello, fam. What up, you guys? We missed your 3-hour one earlier. I was like, damn it. We were trying to take care of the kids.
I love that one you did with your outtake. Or not outtake, but when you guys were laughing.
Oh, you guys had us
Man, that
rolling.
shit was funny.
We were cracking up. You guys cracking up. Oh my gosh, crack it up.
That was awesome.
Yes. Scott Squad said, "Isn't doing time the punishment? When you get out, you're still being punished." Shaking my head, girl. I know, because it is. He has to.
Okay, but it is. But understand, it's.
You know why? But
I do. I get it, and I understand it.
I know.
Because look, not everyone is going to turn it around. Understand the statistic on someone like me, with my past, my background, my upbringing, and I spent my whole life.
That's true.
It's a 97% that I'm going to reoffend. 97%. There's only 3% that can turn it around.
Is it? It's
Yeah.
3%.
I am part of that 3%. And so
Thank God.
it's that way for a reason. Okay, I mean, look, I'm me. And I can be honest about this, dude. Do I think felons, they should go in and say, fuck it. You all can have your rights back, man. Go buy your guns. Hell no.
Yeah.
Okay. I would love to have a gun for my family, but I understand why they won't allow me to have one. Okay, because if they're going to let me have one, they got to let them all have one. And hey, not everybody should have one.
Have one.
You know, and that's just truth.
Yeah.
It's not that I spend the rest of my life paying for my crime. It's just really, I'm just more careful, extra careful, but really everyone should always just be aware of your surroundings, who you're with.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to be in the wrong place at the wrong time and get nailed for it.
Marino. Faith said, just got out of the shower, guys. Still here. Good. Glad you're here, Faith.
Cool.
Lurson's life still here. She said that's true. Michael said, are white Americans insecure about becoming the minority in USA population? What do you think?
What is it? I didn't see it.
Are white Americans insecure about becoming the minority in USA population?
White Americans insecure about becoming a minority?
Yeah, are white Americans. Do you think white Americans are insecure?
No.
About becoming?
Because look, everyone in one way or another is a minority. Whether it's your race, your religion, you're a felon. I mean, holy Christ, man.
We're all minorities.
Everyone's a minority in one way or another. But it's how you choose to look at life and how you choose to live your life. Do I think I'm a minority? No, I don't. I don't get caught up on all that bull. I just don't get caught up in all that bullshit.
I think he's a minority in the type of man that he is, because he is a very
well, no, but see, I wouldn't use the term minority. I'm an outcast. Because I'm the one who's always going to voice my opinion. I don't give a fuck who I'm talking to. I don't care who I'm talking to. When it comes to things like that, I understand the question, and I'm sure there's a lot that are afraid of that. But what are you afraid of? Just live your life and do you.
Scott Squad said, do you think the percentage is so low because of all the restrictions after conviction?
No, and when you say restrictions, do you mean like what they put on us? I mean, I have all the restrictions everybody else has. And I made it.
But maybe like classes and
okay, but here's
what you mean, like,
but here's the thing. It's a game. You just gotta play it. Like
your papers.
People that if you have any type of drug history or drinking, you're gonna be pissing every other day. You're gonna be doing AA, NA, you're gonna be doing it all. Okay, but
she said, I don't understand the question. Please elaborate.
What question?
We're talking about.
I didn't understand the question.
About the percentage. Do you think the percentage is so low because all the restrictions after conviction? Or maybe you guys were lost. So
I think I was answering it.
Okay. I was going to say, if we didn't answer, send us again. Mista and Cake said they didn't make the proper change and work on themselves. And isn't that crazy? 97% don't work on themselves. What do you do while you're in there? I mean, to me, that's I don't know. I guess
Most
like
of
you
them sit
said,
there,
sleep.
they hang around a certain crew. They're thinking,
What am I gonna
most guys in prison are thinking, what can I hustle right now? What can I get into right now to get through my bit? And when they go home, they jump back into it because it's easy money.
Oh, Michael's question. Let me go to it. Oh, Michael's from Canada. Lots of
Okay.
demographic changes here, so he's just curious on your opinion.
And there is, I mean, it's as far as the white people in the minority. Look, I understand all the shit that's going on right now with Trump, and the wall, and okay, we have a big influx of Mexicans that are coming over from Mexico, and it's just, man, people are afraid of their own shadow now. Okay, do I think that they should come here legally? Yes. Anybody should come here legally, because if I go anywhere, I have to do it legally. And there's some places that won't even let me in their country because of my past. And not necessarily the past, but because of my felonies. And so there's just, look, man, our world is caught up on race right now. And that's what it is, plain and simple.
Isn't it always been that way, though?
And
I mean, always.
It has, but it's stronger now because of Trump.
Not even stronger now. Look at, how it's.
But it is, though, because there's so much of it, man. There's just so much of it.
It so sucks.
And it does suck,
Thrash us all. We all over red. I don't.
And it's just, everybody's caught up on it. I'm not, and I'm never going to be. I got friends everywhere,
color, race.
of all race,
yes.
all gender, everything. Man, I'm going to fuck with who.
That's because we see people as people, not because of the skin that they're in or how much they weigh or how tall
I am
they
always
are,
going to fuck with
if
who
they
I want to
have
fuck with.
glasses. Or Moreno family said, Faith said, I was told that in 2032 it's supposed to be a lack of Caucasians. I just think they meant to say that there will.
Man, you're right, Scott Squad. Sorry.
No, that's Moreno family.
No, I caught one down here from him.
Eventually,
about the day room.
Be just biracial people roaming, which will become the majority. I do. We're like, are we not the biggest, hugest melting pot? United States of America is a melting
Everybody wants
pot,
to be
and
here.
That's okay. It's supposed to be like that. Like,
if you follow the rules, come here right, man, come prosper. I don't give a damn.
Michael said her felon's not allowed to hunt.
I can hunt with a bow, not a crossbow.
Michael, they can hunt for a job.
But no, I'm allowed to hunt, but with a bow, but just not a crossbow. And I want to.
Yes. Oh, Squad. Hell yeah. Wow. They need to see this live in the day room.
Right? And hey, I used to have these talks. When I used to do the GED class and the parenting class, it always ends up going this route.
Yes.
I used to upset a lot of motherfuckers in there.
Takes and Mr. said it's so much open love, interracially speaking. Most newborn kids will be mixed race, which is cool with me. Us too.
And understand, that's where the shit starts. Kids aren't born with not even an inkling of what race is. They don't know what hate is. All this shit that goes on in this world is taught. We're not born with, we hate this breed, that breed, this guy, that lady. We were not born with that. Yes. It's taught.
Scott Squad said, yes, Trump set it off in this mother. I'm sorry, just trying to keep the mood light.
He did. And
it's deep, but great discussion. This is deep, great discussion.
He did. He got the ball rolling, man. And but then people are just blind and ignorant because they'll start falling into it. And it's just, man, why does anybody care? Why does anybody care?
Yeah.
I don't give a damn.
Yes. Right? Lurson's life said, right? We will just be people. That's right.
That's it. You guys, we all bleed red. We all put our pants on one leg at a time, man. It's the truth. I have
always thought that was so funny. Like sometimes, like if somebody will upset me or something, he's like, fuck them back. Like, she puts her pants on one leg at a time too.
I mean, that's how I look at shit,
and
man.
You're so right. Like, look at all these people that you think, is so above you, or you know what I mean, that you look up to. These motherfuckers You know they don't put their both legs in at the
I don't give a
same
fuck
time.
about title, nothing.
I think that's
I
great.
believe in respect, and I'm always going to give it.
Yes.
But man, your title doesn't mean shit to me.
Yes. Cakes and Mister said, "Me too, Mike. I fuck with who I want." Yeah.
That's how I'm going to live my life.
Exactly. No matter who you are, if I, yeah.
That's it.
That's right. Cakes and Mister said, "Taught, yes, but individual still has a decision to follow or deter."
What now?
Cakes and Mister said, "Taught, yes, but individual still has a decision to follow or deter."
Yes, they do.
They do.
But you know, what I mean by the teaching is just
Trying to reach. Is that
no.
what
It's just look. I had a buddy Hagar. I'm gonna go and tell the story. Hey man, I fucked with him real tough in there. He's from down south. His whole family. It's all about race. And he knows I wasn't on that time. Didn't mean I couldn't walk the yard with him, talk to him. And he was always real respectful to everyone else. Talk about a white dude here. But man, in his family, it's what it was.
hateful?
I went into his cell one day. Remember this story?
Yes, I
Okay.
do. Yes.
And
This is a deep story too.
he had a letter hanging on his wall that his son is 7 years old then. And he looks and he's proud. He was looking at this like I look at Junior when he comes home with a gold card or he got 3 positives for showing pride in school. And he said, look what my son sent me. And I looked, and on one side of the paper was a Confederate flag. I turned it over and I read it. And I did, and I'm just fucking floored, man. I handed it back to him. And he asked, he said, you don't know how to take that, do you? And I did. I said, I don't. I said, if my kids ever came home with something like this or gave me something like this, I straight sold them. I said, I'm gonna fuck them up. I said, I'm gonna whoop that ass. But he respected my opinion because this is how he was raised. And now his son was being watched by his family, and his son is being raised in this. And it's what it said was just, I really don't need to say what it said, but it was just, man, it was fucked
Hateful,
up. It was fucked up.
Yes.
But
Some
like
American History X shit.
It was fucked up.
Yeah.
And I was just floored. 7 years old. And that's what they have instilled in his brain.
Right. Right? His views weren't yours. Cakes and Mista said. Ivan Vlog said, do you believe in God? I'm a firm believer in God. Absolute firm. That's my God is my everything. Mike?
Well, you asked the question.
Yeah.
Do I believe there's a higher
okay.
power? And I don't mean to offend anybody. Because, hey, every night we pray before dinner.
Yeah.
I even taught Mia. For weeks, I taught her to pray so I could surprise Mama one night.
Me.
I taught her a little prayer. Am I religious? No, I am not. Do I believe there's a higher power? Yes, I do. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, Faith and Oscar and X are going to bed. Good night, y'all.
See y'all later. You have a good night.
Guys. Have a good night.
I want to see
Love
pictures of the truck from the
yous.
front, man.
Yeah. Mike wants to see pictures, Oscar, so you're going to have to.
Love the truck, but I want to see the front.
Faith, do a video. Do a video.
You have a good night. Kiss that little boy.
Yes. Bye, y'all. Good night. Michael said last August.
It's next door to the Chip and
Okay,
Ice.
I'm Mike. Hold on, we hear something. Michael said last August, USA Air Force killed 50 villagers. Dozens were kids in eastern Afghan village as they collected pine nuts in the forest. Does the USA public care?
See, here's the deal with this. And this is my opinion. You go over this, especially with ISIS or any of them. That's what they use to shelter some of their safe houses, their weapons. They'll surround them full of kids, family. Look, man, war is war. War is fucked up. War is not meant to be nice.
or pretty or pleasant.
It's what it is. They use kids and women as shields. Again, I'm going to go back to 9/11. Hey, after 9/11, I'm maybe a lot of people saw the videos. Man, they were dancing in the street. So when I hear a story like that, it doesn't make me sad, man. It just doesn't. War is war. It's a fucked up thing, but it's something we're faced with. It'd be great if the world could just hit the biscuit and get along. Everybody do their things, man. The whole world would just prosper. That's never going to happen. And when it comes to protecting our people, our country, I don't care what the cost is, because the other countries don't care either. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying it's war, and war is ugly, and there's going to be casualties, and it's what it is,
Too
man.
bad that it has to be that way.
But it's what it is.
Like it is. Scott Squad was saying American History X is deep as fuck. That's a great movie.
Let me tell you another one. Sorry.
Before you say that, I'm like, before you say that, Cakes and Mista said, yes, Scott Squad, but there's a movie out called Skin you should see.
That's what I was just getting ready to tell you.
Girl, when you get off this live, you and Ben go watch Skin, because that movie is
just got goosebumps.
Yes,
because it's a true story.
Oh, is it a true story?
Yeah, it's true. Remember, they show the actual people at the end of the movie.
Okay, yeah.
It's a true story. That is a deep movie. But you'll see it. They pull these street kids, just like they pulled him. They come from broken homes, and they get them into these cult. No, not cult, but they get them into that way of life. They start preaching it. It's punched in their fucking brain. Next thing you know, they're a believer, or they're too scared not to follow.
That's right.
That's where most of it comes from. They're scared not to follow, not to go along.
That, and at the same time, you think of how most kids and young people become sucked in is that whole brotherhood thing, that whole, you don't have family, you don't have, you know what I mean? That whole brotherhood thing sucks you in.
Because it was just 3 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, she said, you better shut up. No spoiler.
No, I'm not going to.
Okay, yeah.
But it was like 3 weeks ago. Movie. We had passed it a couple times. And she said, man, hit info. We read it and we were like, because we didn't know anybody.
Plus, I think it was like a $10 rental.
Yeah.
We were like, man, this
I don't know, it was worth $10. Yeah, it was worth $10.
It was worth $10.
But man, it was a good damn movie.
It is. It's a buy. It is. It's a buy.
It is a buy movie.
Watch over again. Yes,
that's
it is.
Deep movie.
What else have we seen that's really deep like that?
One of my favorites when you're going in movies like that was Mississippi Burning.
That's a great movie.
We even had Junior watch it one night, and I told him, I said,
we're talking 80s now.
I said, well, but it's a great movie.
It is a great movie.
And again, it's based off a true story.
Yes.
And it just shows you, man, there's communities, towns that.
Oh, she said, is it suitable for a 14-year-old?
What? Skin?
Skin.
Okay, now, I'm going to give you my opinion. She'll give you hers.
Yeah.
The only reason I say so, because I find it educational and because it's truth. You just have to let them know, look, there's people out there like this. These people exist. This is real world shit.
Yes.
What I show I would let Junior watch it. Now, in fact, did he watch some of it?
I think at 14, I think he watched almost the whole thing, I want to say.
I believe there's, if I remember,
I don't think
there might have been a little sexing, I think maybe, and usually, but he's 10, he's always like this.
Yeah.
Anytime something like that comes up.
I think at 14,
I just believe shows like that, they make an impact. It's not going to make a kid go, I want to be that. No. That's what it's not going to do. I believe it's educational. That's real life shit. But that's my opinion.
Me too. Yes.
Maybe watch it first, then you decide.
Yes. Yeah.
But I would do it.
Yeah, I would definitely watch it first, Kayla. You guys watch it, then decide.
Scott Squad. Oh, they asked you. Okay.
Can you read?
Yeah. Well,
I
yeah, I
don't know
can
how you
tonight.
can see that because I can
Tonight I
barely see.
can. They come and go.
I'm having trouble tonight.
Watch first, then be ready to questions. Yes.
Yes.
It's
Yes. Truth and education.
and that's what it is.
People don't want to give our kids truth anymore.
They
Everybody
don't.
wants to sugarcoat
And I
then
don't
when they get to the
sugarcoat
real
nothing.
world and see a video like I saw that's out there, for anybody to see, it really, our poor kids are. Who did I see the other day? I was watching Love Life with Laj, and she was talking about, like, yeah, we have all these, classes in like our schools and stuff, but like we had no classes of like mental health classes like in school, or like, classes to deal with like, mental health, or any kind of like social classes as far as like actually being able to deal with social issues or mental health issues, or being around somebody with mental health issues, or recognizing, or I mean all these important things like suicide prevention, all these type of things that are more important than learning fractions and decimals, I guess, to me. You know what I mean? Some of these life skills, I guess you could say, like your life skills. So yeah, where was our like life skills class, our mental health classes, and that type of thing? So
I want to get back to the God question real quick because they asked us.
Okay, yes.
And I will edit what I would tell some people just because I'm not trying to offend anybody.
Yes.
Because like I said, do I believe there's a higher power? I do. I'd be an idiot not to. This is the part I'll edit because I always have one way of saying it, but I won't say it that way tonight. But do I believe he's all that? I do not, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay. I've had this talk with Beck, preachers. I used to have not rounds, good rounds with the chaplain. And I've even had the chaplains tell me, I don't have an answer for you, except free will. And when I hear that fucking term, it really boils me, man. But this is why. I'm taking this from my experience as a kid. If I could ever intervene and save a fucking kid from getting hurt, beat, abused, anything, I'm going to do it if I have that fucking power. It's just, who can stand by and let a kid get the shit beat out of them by their parents? Who's going to do that? Because I there's some things that happened when I was a kid, and I told Beck about him one night, and I said, why would he just stand by and let that shit happen? I don't get it. Because if I have the power to stop it, I'm going to stop it. Okay, fine. As we're adults, you want to give us your free will or whatever, I'm cool with that. But a kid, I don't get it. That's where I have a problem with it. And with all the different religions. Now, understand, I'm not going to say I'm an expert and I've done all these studies, but I've tried to get my hands on a lot of different books, and I've sat in, I've went to the Christian church, been through a lot of Catholic stuff. I went with the Native Americans, and really it was a Native Americans. If I ever really had to choose one, that would be the one, just because it's just more true to life for me. But I've went through their sweat lodges, and that's what made the most sense to me, just because of what they preach. But all in all, everybody has, it's the same thing. They believe in the higher power. And I would never, ever disrespect anybody, whatever they put their faith in. Me, I put all my faith in the Beck and then my family. That's my faith. That's where I put it. And it's just, there's places that probably wouldn't let me go to their church just the way I am. That's pretty fucking hypocritical. And I mean, I look at the Catholics, and to me,
churches that would accept you,
and then there is. Look, here's a story. This is Nick's. It's my son's mom, anyway. But at the time, her brother, him and his wife had a baby. They wanted us to be the godparents. but they were going to have a ceremony at their church. They turned us down because we had a baby out of wedlock. Now, fuck you if anybody judges me like that. I don't know, man. Are they not supposed to forgive everybody or live and walk
Pick and choose which ones they
and walk the
forgive?
righteous road? No, they pick and choose because I've seen it. You know, and I've just had a lot of bad dealings with it. But whatever gives any man or any woman faith, I support it and I say, man, grab onto it. It's just for myself, I keep mine right here. That's where mine is because I can see it, I can touch it, I can hold it because she's right here. That's where I am at with it.
Thank you, baby. PV2 King said hello again. Welcome back. We're still here. Kayla
Thank you,
said,
Scott
I feel
Squad.
you, Mike. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And Larson's life, she's going to bed.
Good night, Larson.
Good night, girl.
Love you, girl.
Thanks for stopping
Thank
by.
you for coming. You hung tough with us tonight.
You did. Thank you.
Yes, you did.
You have a good night.
Yes. Yeah, Scott Squad, go check that movie out. That is a great movie. It's worth the buying. If you have to buy it on Netflix or whatever, it only.
And the only reason I say it trumps American History X, now understand American History X, I'm sure there's a lot of people that can say, well, man, that's like my story. But the only reason I say Skin trumps that because it's a true story. And at the end of the movie, they show who all the characters played and what they're doing today. It's a great movie.
Yes. Scott Squad said those be the ones beating their wives and sleeping with their kids.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? It is. It is.
I'll tell you something. I listen to this song weekly because I love it. Whether you like country music or not. But you
gotta love this.
You gotta listen to the song and listen to the words. It's by Johnny Paycheck. And it's called The Outlaw's Prayer. And of course, bikers love it.
Yeah.
But listen to the words. It's like one of my most favorite songs because he speaks about a real life encounter. And there's a lot of truth in it. Johnny Paycheck, Outlaw's Prayer. Yes. Just listen to it.
Yes. Good song. Oh. Yes, good night. Person's life. She hung tough with us.
She did.
Mm-hmm. Daughter, are you still here? I don't know if daughter's Danielle's still here. Scott Squad's still here.
Scott Squad.
I think Cakes and Mist is still here.
They were the first, I think.
Yeah, she sure was. Kayla was on it. Yeah, we missed. I caught some of. Kayla did a live the other day. I caught some of it. We missed Mr. and Cakes tonight.
I try to catch them, and I catch some of them.
Yes.
It's the hours I work.
Busy, and we on the go.
Because there's some nights I know Beck will be sitting here watching them. You can't see it, but I'm right on the other side here on the floor.
Sleeping.
Out.
Poor man.
I get up at 2.
Yeah.
And but I try to keep up with everything. I really try to keep up with everything.
He'd be exhausted. But our time goes back an hour tonight, you guys.
Because we're retarded.
I like it, but...
Let me tell you something. I told Beck this quote tonight.
I invited my ex-husband.
This is the best quote ever. I've loved this quote. I've probably heard it over 20 years ago.
Scott's gonna... Good night, girl. Ben just got home. I'm gonna call it a night.
All right.
Good night, girl.
You have a good night.
With us.
Go enjoy your family time.
Yes. Go enjoy your husband. You guys go watch that movie.
Yes.
Yes. I'll be catching up on videos.
Thanks for stopping by.
Bye, love. Okay, you were going to say.
Oh, about the time change.
Oh, yes.
My buddy's mom sent it to me. And it shows a Native American, just some chief, serious face. And it says, only the white man. I'm not going to get it word for word. But it says, only the white man would cut 3 inches off the end of a rug and sew it onto the other end and think he has a longer rug. I love that because it has to do with time change. It is just, it irritates me because it's just the dumbest thing we do.
That's true, though. It is. It is true. I know.
How can you play with time? You
Like you
can't.
said, it's not like you gain like, oh, okay, there's 27 hours in this day now. You know what I mean? You
Or this
still,
isn't Back to the Future, man.
I know you still have the same exact time. I know.
So I just don't get it.
Yes, I know.
But Mama's happy about it, so I'm gonna be happy about
That's right. We're gonna be happy about it. Cheers. Cheers to that, you guys. Cheers to
Cheers
that.
to
We
time
be
change.
cheersing all the time. We don't drink and we cheers with our coffee
it. Iced
and
tea.
our water, our Diet Dr. Pepper, because we don't drink. We do once every 6 months at a barbecue here.
Yeah.
And then 3 beers, and we're like toasted. We're like sick the next day. I mean, it's ridiculous.
I am hungover
We're-
after 3 beers.
It's ridiculous.
I'm
you
a
guys,
pretty big
ridiculous.
dude. I'm almost 260 pounds, and 3 beers will get me goofy
We're like,
and make me feel like I just drink a keg the next morning. We
Then-
just don't drink.
then we do that like, oh, we're gonna plan on making love, and we both end up passed out on the
Yeah.
couch.
Or we do make love, and it's a little clumsy.
Exactly. How funny. Well, should we call it a night?
Up to you, Mama.
I don't care.
We covered a lot of ground tonight.
We did cover a lot of ground.
I went on a couple rants.
I was gonna say, daughter,
what
are
I
you
do.
still in here? We don't know if daughter's still in here. So what time is it? It's 10:06. It seems so
Wow.
late because the baby went to
Actually,
bed.
it's 9:06
That's right. It's 9:06. So
because we're playing with time.
that's right. See, so it's only 9 o'clock. Oh my god! It seems so late because the baby actually went to bed at 8 o'clock, or it was like 8:10 when I put her in the bed. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we've been on here about an hour and a half. So, yeah.
Appreciate y'all stopping by.
Yes.
We had a little. I don't know what word I use. The little interruptions from some private fans.
Oh yeah.
And hey, Scott Squad was looking out.
She sure.
mean, I see them. I read them. I know. And all they're trying to do, like what they asked about Beck, they're just trying to get a rise out of me.
Yes.
And that's you're not going to get to me like that.
And most people do. So you see how we just ignore, and
I
but we'll have to
just-
get mods, especially since we do like doing the lives. I
Yeah.
like doing the lives because I don't have to edit a whole lot. In
Right.
fact, I'll probably throw.
We don't
up
get to edit
our-
at all.
Exactly. I'll probably throw up our Halloween video.
Yeah.
I'm gonna title it Halloween, but it's gonna be just the kids trick or treating and their costumes and stuff. So yeah.
So we appreciate everybody sticking up for us.
Thank you guys.
But always remember, I don't care what people say on here.
We don't, but we will definitely. Daughter's gonna have to be our moderator, and we'll make some definite like.
And understand, she might offend some people because she holds nothing back when especially if she's trying to stick up for me or Mama. But that's my daughter, and
She gonna get it.
she's gonna do her, and that's what I tell her.
She's gonna get it. Yes.
Someone says something. 11 p.m. for me.
11:05 for him.
Okay.
Oh, because he's in Canada.
You're in Canada.
Yeah.
You know, I had a good friend there. I believe he moved back. His name was John Wong. I'm no, everybody always does that when I say it, but man, he
Poor
was
guy.
a hell of a martial artist, and he was just a real good dude. Yeah.
John Wong in Canada.
Yeah.
James and I crossed over into Canada one time.
Okay.
My ex-husband and I invited them tonight, so I'm just kidding.
I would like to see Canada.
Oh, PV2 King said I'm in Texas.
Oh,
Well,
which one? Sorry, we got you confused.
that's all right.
My bad. Who? Oh, it was the other guy in Canada. It was Michael.
was in Canada.
Sorry about that,
yes,
PV2.
Yes, yeah.
I've got a lot of good friends in Texas,
Texas. I think Moreno family's from Texas too.
and I suppose you're a Texas fan, which is okay.
Tory, yeah, a Texas fan.
I am a Nebraska fan, but we can still hit the biscuit.
That's right. Hit the biscuit. Hit the biscuit.
And yes, I know.
Us, hit the biscuit.
Not only are my Huskers sucking this year, they've sucked for over a decade, and I'm okay with
But
that.
they're gonna get better. They're
Texas
gonna
all the
get
way.
Better, yeah. That's what you're supposed
I
to
won't
do.
ask you to talk about the game with Dominic Sue and the boy. I'm not going to bring that game up. We'll just let it go.
We'll just pretend that
There's Danielle.
I'm here, barely, but I'm here. I know, daughter probably exhausted.
Probably
so
exhausted.
I gotta work in the morning, so
King.
How funny.
I love college football, man. I love it more than the pro. I love college football
We know you do.
because they're still playing with heart.
That's what I said. They're not playing for
Because when they make it to the pros,
loot.
to me, it's just a bunch of
Baby.
millionaires getting together on the weekend
That's right. Loot, baby.
to
Yeah.
play some ball. But in college, hi, I don't know who that is.
Corey,
Hello.
Corey. Well, hello.
You
We're
caught
glad
us
you
right
ca-
at the tail end.
I was gonna say we're glad you came, but yeah, you'll have to go back and watch. So
Or catch our next one
or catch our next live. So
because we're getting ready to sign off. But thank you for
we're
stopping
sleepy
by.
here in Denver,
Yes.
and time change is about to time change anyway, back an hour. So, but
When you get this age, you get tired a lot earlier.
he's 49, I'm 41, so my first time here. Oh, too bad. Oh, and there's Shanique. Hi, Shanique. Should we stay on for a minute?
Yeah, we can
guys?
stay on for a little
I
while
was
longer.
gonna say, you guys
We were
were
getting
gonna
ready to
talk
sign
for-
off.
We
but
are.
we don't
We're
want to
gonna
do that
talk
to
for a
anybody.
while, but Shanique just got here. Hi, girly. Okay, y'all talked us into it. Okay, give us a.
Football is great, man.
I was gonna say, give us a subject here, y'all. Get Mike rolling on his
I'm
rant.
offering or comment on PB2.
Okay.
I don't like all the rules that they're coming out with now. I mean, professional football is, they might as well just make it flag football. I don't want to see no one get hurt, but damn, the reason you have helmets and pads is to hit. And it's just, I'm not a fan of instant replay. Only reason, okay, have I seen it's happened? It's turned out in my favor for my team. But I love the old days when, look, they made the call, it's done. Then they show the replay to us on TV or on the big screen. Yeah, okay, it's a bad call, but that's what made it fun. They're not always going to get it right, but leave it to the umpires, man. Just that's part of the game. To sit there and cuss and say, "Oh, boo! Look, how could you miss that, or how could you call that?" But now
That
it's
was
just
a bad call.
yeah, that was the fun. But yeah, football's the greatest. College is the greatest.
But football is crazy. You know what, you guys? Let me tell you about this. Okay, so now you got us all riled up again. I'm gonna get a pop here in a minute. Do you want something? No.
Got my tea.
So the football thing kind of drives me crazy because as a mom and as a wife too, but as a mom, like I watch our kids like fantasizing, becoming football players and looking up to these guys as role models so much that make, 8 figures a year. And I just, oh my gosh, like, what about our first responders? What about our police officers? And what about our nurses? What about our nursing's aides? And what about our lab people and the people that
Police officers, paramedics,
firemen? Firemen is a huge thing. Look at these guys running into buildings that aren't making millions of dollars, and they're like our true heroes. You guys.
It's very sad.
It really ticks me off with all the football and
does me
stuff.
too.
It makes me like sick.
I was reading somebody said, PB2, he said, I actually got called out once because I had a kid to. Yes. Isn't that crazy? Now, you see, when I was playing Little League.
That is crazy. Okay,
I understand the way we breed kid nowadays, breed some big boys. But when I was growing up, I was the biggest kid. Do you know, I played defensive lineman. If I ever got my hands on interception or a fumble, I was down right where I got my hands on the ball. I was not allowed to progress with the ball because it was considered unfair that other kids couldn't tackle me. And I remember even back then I was like, really? So yeah, I wasn't allowed to do forward progress. And then in 8th grade, it was during practice. It was like our, second week of practice. Now I understand I didn't like this guy. I won't put his name out there, but I didn't like him. Did I deliberately try to get him like that? I didn't. We were running drills. I tackled him. I went low and I tackled him. I broke his leg. I got kicked off the football team and I wasn't allowed to play football anymore. So it is what it is. Okay. 2 months ago. People aren't Rams. No, they're not Rams, but man, it's football. And it's the nature of the game. It's what we do. Trying to keep up with these, Mom. I'm trying to read them.
Are you?
From my. That's why you can feel the rhythm. No one cares.
Okay.
Who's manages?
Now you're trying to.
I don't know who that is.
Okay, let me block this one, you guys.
Oh, is it another one? Yeah, for these you just joined, we got some lonely people on here tonight. So just don't try to stick up for us or say anything.
Yeah,
it's just
we're cool with
it is what it is.
Yeah.
You can't get to us like that.
PV2 King said, I'm not the biggest kid. I'm 5'6", 160, just 170 pounds. So most kids are bigger in height and weight. But if you just run through somebody's size, doesn't always matter. We try and tell our kid that you're right. It doesn't matter. Some of these little dudes I hit.
I've seen some of the biggest men fall.
He said the dude I hit was probably 6 foot, 190, and it was a legal hit and everything. He just got hurt. Huh. Got him on his blind side, and he never saw me coming.
Look at some of the calls they make on TV now. I mean, everyone's scared to death to sack a quarterback now. Scared to death.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know. I think they're ruining football in a lot of ways.
Yes. I shot a guy with a slingshot from the sidelines and won the game.
I don't know what that is.
What did he say?
All I saw was him.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I might block you too if you're going to be stupid. Shanique, how are you, dear? Hopefully all is well. Hopefully your kids are in bed too. Oh my gosh, crashed out.
We got one down.
What's the best restaurant in our area?
What's the best restaurants? Huh? Well, one of the best ones just closed down after 56 years. Yes, it was called Dino's. Yes, but if you like Mexican food, now I'm giving you our part of town up here. There's Max's, great Mexican food. Obviously, we like Outback.
Outback.
We love Outback.
It's probably our
Red Lobster. If you want just like a real cool diner, cool environment, cool place to see, it's called Davy's Chuck Wagon. Actually, it's like a monument here now. It's on the historical list or whatever that is. They got great breakfasts. There's a place out in Hudson, Colorado called the Pepper Pod. They have great food.
Oh, yes, that was good. PV2 King said, one of my favorite parts of football is the other team trash talking, and then you just get to sprint into them 30 seconds later.
And see, that's the best part.
I'm sure that is.
It's hard not to trash talk, but I used to try to tell everybody, don't say nothing. Let them run their neck and then just show them.
My mom doesn't like me playing football, but she loved the idea of me joining the National Guard this year.
Good for you. Let me tell you something. Most moms don't like watching their kids play football. It's just because, hey, we've seen it. There can be some life-changing injuries that happen, but we can't live under a blanket. We got to enjoy every part of our life that we can.
That's right.
So
have to.
But moms are never going to like watching their boys out there playing football.
Corey said, ever since, what is it? Gastineau blasted that quarterback from behind.
Evers.
I don't know who must be a player. Gastineau.
No, I know who he is, but I don't remember the particular play. But this isn't considered a sack, but I'm sure some might remember it. It was when Reggie White. Was it? No, it wasn't Reggie
Brianna, what's up, girl?
It's when Brett Favre got body slammed. And I'm trying to remember who did it. It was after a play. Who was that? But after the play was over, it's when Brett was with Green Bay. He walked over to Brett Favre, picked him up, and body slammed him. I'll never forget that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I just can't remember his name for the life of me.
Brianna's here. Hey, girl.
Hello, Brianna.
How are you? Are
How
you
you doing, girl?
working? Poor Brianna seems like she works like
Don't
just
get
getting
caught.
off work.
If you're at work, don't get caught.
Yeah. She said, just getting off work, you guys. Oh, good for you, girl. It seems like you're always working.
Good, you're off.
Poor girl. Yes, good for you. Go
Are
the hell
felons
home.
allowed
Enjoy
into
your night.
Canada and Mexico? You know, I've never really investigated it. I hear that we can visit Canada. I'm just telling you what I've heard.
Really?
You know, Mexico, I think so. I'm only saying it because I've had partners that have felonies that have went there for vacation. I've heard places like Europe, like say over in Paris, there's a good chance they would deny my passport. And I'm okay with that. Mike Perry?
said, yes. Hello, guys. How are you? Well, hello, Mike. I've got an important question for you and need your advice.
Ask it.
Yes. We are pretty open here and we're pretty ask anything, huh?
Yep. Within good
Reason,
taste.
exactly.
But yeah, ask away, man.
Yes. I figure more people are probably going to be coming because it's getting late. You know what I mean?
Badgers.
Okay, yeah.
Use a big stick to get down.
Stupid. My girlfriend is a dwarf, so I'm worried for her safety. You, because he's a troll.
Oh my God.
That was funny.
It was funny.
It was funny. I'm sorry. That was funny. PV2 King said, that's the worst. I once was running with the ball and this dude was in front of, and I tried to jump over him and he just caught me midair and slammed me back down. Most embarrassing thing ever. Oh, that is embarrassing.
Man, that's just
For
football.
a boy ego, though.
Nah, man, that's just football.
Yeah.
You're going to win some, lose some, man.
Yes. I don't know.
Major employers. We got Coors. We got Budweiser. And everybody knows you got Amazon here now. One line of work. What do? You can try to break it down like that.
Or if we're trying to be, I don't know. We are in Denver. We're located in Denver, Colorado. So
Yep.
we're like in the heart
Born
of
and
Denver,
raised.
Harry. That's right. Both of us, born and raised, Denver natives. So everybody coming and moving to Denver, y'all go home. Y'all go home now.
Colorado's getting really crowded.
It is, you guys. Like, gosh. Everything, all the new buildings coming
Traffic
up.
is crazy out here now. I remember growing up, rush hour to get from one side of Denver to the other was like a 10, 15-minute drive. Now it's about an hour, hour and a half.
Yes.
It's crazy stupid out here now.
Yes, it is.
We're fortunate because we work close to where we live.
Thank God.
So it's pretty nice.
Well, you know what? Should we get off here? Because I feel like Shanique.
Are you still there?
Girlfriend, we're going to probably get off here. PV2 King, thank you for rocking with us, dude. Definitely come back for another live.
Yes.
But I feel like
We're getting a lot of trolls on here.
yeah, that's
but PV2,
Brianna, you go home and you
I'm
go
the
to
opposite.
bed because we're gonna go to bed too. Girl.
I'm the opposite. I hate the heat and I love the cold.
Yes.
But I got a good buddy out in Arizona. That's his comfort zone.
Brianna, you go home and go to bed, girl.
Yeah, girl. Go get some sleep.
Go get some
Enjoy your
sleep.
day. Enjoy your
Daughter,
evening.
same with you. Daughter Danielle, you go home and get some sleep. Hopefully you're off work and go home, daughter. We're about to watch a movie and
it was nice meeting you, PV2. We do hope you come back. Love talking football with you, man.
Yes, man. Yep. Definitely come back, talk some football. Shanique, if you're out there, girl, we love you. We love you, Shanique. And
Sorry you caught us late.
Mista and Cakes, if you guys are still here, we love you guys. So you guys were just sleepy and we're gonna spend some time together and watch a movie. Huh.
Just chill
Because
out.
really it's still early here.
Technically.
We're gonna enjoy the baby being asleep
Yes.
early. So yes.
So thank you all for joining, stopping by.
Oh, Spangles, sorry, girl. We are just out of here.
Sorry,
so
girl.
Good night, y'all. Have a good night. Bye. Brianna said, I want to go out to the club, but I'm too tired. Plus, this whole thing with me trying to have babies is difficult right now. Girl, you need to screw all that club shit. You need to go home, put some candles on, put some incense on, take a bath, put your music on. Girl, you go do you. You go do you and take care of you so that you can feel better and work on babies, okay? So, yes.
Just go home and relax.
Yes, you go home, put your feet up, girl. Go get in the tub. So, you do you and worry about you, okay?
That's all you do.
Yes, make sure you do you. Okay, good night, y'all.
Thanks for stopping by.
Bye.